There. Hello, everyone. The farmer next door delivered these milk cans filled with milk as a thank you for helping him out on the farm. It's a very generous gift, but I have to work very quickly to process the milk before it spoils. Perhaps the safari kids could help me process the milk.
Hello, Tracker Tanya.
Hello, all of you.
What are those cans for, Tracker?
Well, I helped Farmer Felix build a cow shed, and so to thank me, he sent me all this milk. But I don't know what to do with it.
Why don't you just give it to Chef Jeff to use in the kitchen?
Well, that's kind of what I had in mind, but most of it would spoil before he can use it. So I thought you guys could help me process the milk.
What does that mean?
Processing is when you take something and do something special to it, like dry it up, heat it up, or grinding it up to change it.
What's the special thing we have to do to the milk?
Well, we have to pasteurize the milk.
What? Huh? What is Tracker saying? That the milk must go past your eyes? Yeah, but it has gone past our eyes. We can see it. And how hard is it to put the milk past your eyes? What? I don't know what Tracker means. Yay!
How do you pasteurize something?
Well, what happens is the milk is heated up to a high temperature and then cooled down again very quickly.
Why do they do that?
Well, raw milk, that is milk that has not been pasteurized, has a lot of bacteria in it which might make people sick or spoil the milk quite quickly. So when we pasteurize the milk, we're killing these harmful bacteria so that the milk should not make us sick. Pasteurized milk looks exactly the same as milk straight from a cow, but it tastes a little bit different and will last for longer. So milk that you buy from the shops is pasteurized.
But the milk we buy at the shop still goes sour.
Well, although pasteurization kills all these harmful bacteria, once you open the container of milk at home, new bacteria gets into the milk, and eventually, over a couple of days, more and more bacteria grows, and it makes the milk go all gloopy and smelly.
Cool. So when we pasteurize milk, we process it. Can we do other stuff to milk to process it?
Well, we skim it.
Yes, I've heard of skim milk before. My mum drinks it, but I don't really know what it is.
Okay, Mbali, would you want to go to Chef Jeff's kitchen just to get us a glass of milk in the fridge so we can explain the skimming process? Okay, just put it nicely in the middle here. So, if you leave milk to stand, a lot of the fat from the milk will rise to the top, like this. It's called cream. So to make skimmed milk, you just skim the cream off the top. So you still have nutritious milk, but with less the fat.
I didn't know there was fat in milk.
There's lots of fat in milk. That's what makes it taste creamy. There are lots of good things in milk too, like calcium, protein, and vitamins. That's why babies drink mother's milk.
What is milk?
Mother's milk. All mammal babies live off their mother's milk for the first year or two of their lives. Let's have a look at this.
We get milk from cows. Oh, hello, Mrs. Cow. One can almost say cows are walking milk factories. A bucket of milk will always attract milk thieves of the cat kind. Hey, we've already said hello. Is another soppy kiss necessary? This is a mechanical milking machine. When the milk comes out of the cow's udder, it is 38 degrees in temperature. On many farms, cows are still milked by hand, but whichever way milking is done, everything must be kept very clean to prevent harmful bacteria from getting into the milk. Hey, isn't that ticklish? This is a modern milk processing factory where milk is pasteurized to remove all bacteria. In the process, the milk is heated to 72 degrees and cooled down. And this is the control area where the heating and cooling of the milk is regulated.
I didn't know milk was such an important food.
You know, Chakatani, you were saying that the fat in the milk rises to the top. But I don't think I've ever seen that in a bottle of milk.
It's probably because the milk you buy is homogenized.
Oh, what?
Homogenized. It's another way in which milk is processed. It means a special machine is used to spread the fat out in the watery part of the milk, almost like mixing water and paint.
I thought we just drank milk straight from the cow.
Actually, we process a lot of food we eat. Think about mealies, for example.
But we eat the mini straight from the plant, don't we?
But actually there's something we do to it first.
What?
I know.
We boil them to make them soft.
Exactly. That's processing mealies. It's changing them. And porridge too. We grind up dried mealies until they're more powdery and we make porridge out of them.
So check the Tanu, what are we going to do with all this milk?
I know. Why don't we change it into other things?
What do you mean, Gabs?
Well, just like we change millies into porridge or pap, we do change milk into other things too, don't we?
That's a good idea, Gabby. But what else could we make?
Let's make a list.
Hey, Melvin!
Yeah, well, Mavi.
Thank you for making breakfast today.
Ah, that's okay.
You know, Melvin, there's something I really don't understand.
Yes?
Well, you know when you break the shell on an egg, ne?
Yeah.
The inside is all runny.
Yes?
Then how come when you put it on the stove, it isn't runny anymore?
Well, it cooks.
It cooks.
Yes, when you put it on the stove, it cooks. The heat makes the egg change.
Well, the heat makes the egg go hard,
Yep.
but you don't put anything in it to make it hard.
No, the egg changes because it gets hot.
But I don't understand, Melvin. When you cook dried beans, ne? On the stove, they get softer. How come an egg gets harder when it's hot and beans get softer?
Well, it's because... I think... actually, I don't know, but they just do.
Gee, yeah, there's so much I don't understand.
Yep. I'd agree with you on that.
Okay, so we've got milk tart, fudge, ice cream.
Ice cream? How are we going to keep the ice cream cold?
We'll have to think about that.
Can we start making these things now?
We've run out of time, but in the meantime, I'll be back just now. Let's have milkshake!
Yay!
Sorry, careful. There you go.
Milk is important for little babies. It contains all the food they need. It has carbohydrates, protein, and fat. A whole lot of goodness to eat. If you pasteurize milk, it'll last much longer, so it won't go sour too quick. It means you can keep it for more than a day. And if you drink it, it won't make you sick. Skim milk takes away most of the fat. And us, hippos, are very glad of that. Skim milk takes away most of the fat. And us, hippos, are very glad of that.
So when you pasteurize milk, you make it really hot, then cool it down fast. And you change the milk so it'll stay fresh for longer. That's a good idea. What? It's pasteurization that makes it change. Yes.
A lot of food we eat has been processed. Think about your favorite food and see if you can find out what changes it has been through before you eat it. Bye for now. Bye.
Milk is important for little babies. It contains all the food they need. It has carbohydrates, protein, and fat. A whole lot of goodness to eat. If you pasteurize milk, it'll last much longer, so it won't go sour too quick. It means you can keep it for more than a day. And if you drink it, it won't make you sick. Skim milk takes away most of the fat. And us, hippos, are very glad of that. Skim most of the fat. And us hippos are very glad of that.